Oh, hey.
I was watching football.
Good thing to watch.
Oh, yeah.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
High Level Talk is in the house, the new show from the 12-volt industry. You know, it's always fun scouring the internet for stories to talk about. We have one big story today that we'll cover, and we got a couple little tiny ones, little tidbits, as it were, of media that is come out. But before we get into that, what's the weather like today, Fernando?
The weather is at 79.
Oh, you picked the weather widget?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like it.
So I got music, I got running, and I got decibels. You know, this has a dB meter now. Did you see that?
No.
So we're talking about the new iWatch. It actually has a dB meter built into it, and it will tell you, it'll warn you, like when it's too loud.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it hasn't. I don't wear it when I've been wanting to wear it when we tune a car.
Okay.
Because it vibrates when it gets too loud.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah. No, I like the weather. I want to see.
Yeah, so the middle of mine is the weather.
Yeah.
So it's 79 and fair. Highs of 88, lows of 75. I had the rain. They also have one for rain too.
Yeah. So tomorrow, I like because tomorrow is gonna be 79, Sunday 81, and Monday and Tuesday, and on and on.
It's Friday already. I know.
Yes, it's Friday.
And a story that's not related in the news, but I guess it is kind of news. We finished the video on the DMX 1057XR. We weren't planning on finishing it till next week, but this week has just been so weird anyways. And I know we want to finish the Mustang video, just get that done and wrap up part, whatever the hell it is.
Correct.
But we also figured, you know what, let's just clear our plates of one thing so we can just... And so there it is, the part 3 of the Kenwood video. Now, for those of you that have been waiting patiently for all 3 videos, we will be releasing them as one big block of video so that you can watch the whole thing in one sitting and not have to scour through it, just because that's more convenient, and I understand. But with that being said, let's jump right into it. And what we have here today is Auto Oxide. This is a story you wanted to cover last week that I was like, we got some stuff that's probably a little bit more important. Let's do that. But the thing is hold on. This is probably a pretty big deal. So Voxx Electronics Corporation, that's the people formerly known as Voxx, they are into everything. For those of you guys that don't follow Voxx and just assume they make cheap radios from back in the 80s and stuff like that, you'd be wrong. Voxx is one
You'd be surprised.
Voxx is one of the largest 12-volt manufacturers on the face of the earth. They are huge. They are in OEM. They make... If there's a video screen going into a car, I guarantee you it's made by Voxx.
They make a security system?
They own DEI Electronics. They just bought Viper. So they are the upgrade. They are the place you go when they make leather interiors. They make everything. And so what has happened is they decided that it was time to, in the current state of things, using their, hold on, let me, minor difficulty. Hang on a second.
We're separated.
I know. I'm trying. I gotta shut this off. All right, my bad. Get back to the page. There we go. Sorry.
Still gotta shut it off.
Still got it on there. What the hell?
Right, there you go. Just turn it off.
I did. All right. Let's go back here.
Hey.
There we go. All right. Sorry about that.
First time we're using this, man.
So they have made a spray system that you can go in and basically, I think this is kind of cool. And part of me wants to buy it, but part of me knows I'd have to pay for it. And we're just using cans of Lysol right now and all this other stuff. But the idea behind it is this is perfectly safe for pretty much anything, according to the article.
So, like you say, I read that one last week, and that caught my attention because it's very safe for any interior,
you can even exterior, spray it on food.
And food, anything.
Don't get me wrong, I really don't think it's the new hot sauce.
Of course, you're not gonna do it, but for what caught my attention is like it's not gonna damage your interior of the car.
Correct.
We're struggling trying to find out a solution that's not gonna damage you leather, cloth,
Yeah.
steering wheel, all that stuff. So this one, when this says it's 100%, 99.9%, and it's like, yeah.
But if you're in the automotive business, you work at some place,
Detailing.
or you're a detailer,
Yep.
you know, and want to offer this to your customers, it is no mixing required, safe for humans, animals, aquatic life, odor-free, fast application. I mean, you could probably do this in the house.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why you couldn't.
Mhm.
You know, I'm sure they signed a deal with the guys that are cleaning the White House right now.
Correct.
But it will eliminate SARS-CoV-2, which is the root for COVID-19, and all these other fun things. So it's pretty cool. And let's be honest, as we all know, and you guys have seen on the show, the interiors of cars are disgusting. Some of you guys are really gross and do not believe in cleaning out your car, which...
Nothing is happening outside.
Honestly, it's funny when we go and we clean these cars. Like, one of the cars I was cleaning yesterday had this big spot on their door panel that I'm sure had been there forever. And, of course, I had to clean the car, so it's like, oh, I'll clean off your door panel for you. Oh, I'll get your coffee stains all off of there and get all the sneeze boogers off of your steering wheel control.
It's just, you know...
interesting little thing. It's nice to see, you know, these kind of things happening in the world of
the car audio industry.
Of the car audio industry.
Yep.
Or 12 volt as it called. Now on a lighter note, this, as you can imagine, was not a huge news week, and this...
That's neat.
Neat? Really?
Yeah.
You're going to give it neat?
Yeah.
All right. So Sony has jumped in with a lot of manufacturers to come out with one of the under-seat subwoofer enclosures. These are the super thin. This one is made out of aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
It is... I mean, it's... there again, I don't know if I'd go neat, but basically what we have here is an 8-inch subwoofer. It is 3 1/8 inches deep, so that's like tiny as heck.
Yep.
Built-in high-pass AB class amplifier with 75 watts with 160 watts peak. Obviously line level or high level inputs and a supplied wire remote that you can see right there. I mean, okay, I'm with you. I'm like, okay, they created this, they came out with it, they're jumping into this market. And then the natural question would be why? This is a huge market.
Yes.
This is a huge market. Not necessarily for us,
No.
but, and I don't know where it is, but, you know, when I was talking with Lori at Kicker, you know, and she was telling me how many of theirs that they sell, it was just staggering. Like, really?
It's insane.
You know, they have a 10-inch now, because they had the 8-inch, they came out with a 10-inch. It's made out of aluminum. It's not made out of plastic,
Nope.
which if you're going to buy one of these, I strongly recommend you get one made out of metal, because there's just no way to make plastic sound better.
And the surround is rubber, like a protection rubber, so it's pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, so
Yes.
what I like about this piece is the bass knob.
Oh, because it's small?
It's just small. It's just a bass knob. That's
Yeah.
it. Period. It's
not
not
that.
It's not
It's
this.
not a Twinkie.
It's not like a huge thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not a Twinkie that you have to.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We don't need it.
I know. You have to bass boost.
Yeah,
and,
well,
dude,
it's like, yeah, you're exactly. It's
that's
exactly.
a
It's
lot.
like it's like this giant thing that you just like stick between
Exactly.
your seat and
You know, I don't want that.
No.
You know, I see.
That has
the
all these
competitions
options
and-
on it.
Yeah, I just want to turn it on.
do this.
I'm sorry, turn it on and turn it off. Turn
No,
it
don't get
on
me
and
wrong.
turn it off.
They're definitely not. They're not the only people that make just bass knobs that don't have the world of control at your fingertips.
No.
However, they are one of the few Japanese manufacturers that have just a basic bass knob.
And in the design of the bass knob, it's simple, it's clean. They show a picture on the website mounted on the dash of the car, on the center console, and it looks really nice. It looks simple. I like.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah,
like
so
that,
here,
the third
The third picture, yeah.
Third
so
picture.
There's your
Right
base
there.
knob
Click
there. Does it get big? It doesn't get big.
Okay. But like how you see it, it's nice.
Yeah, so there's your amplifier.
Mm-hmm.
There's the actual subwoofer. There's it mounted in a car. Of course, Sony.com has that
The
for you.
specifications and everything. Yep.
Yeah. Now, for those of you wondering, we do have a show sponsor today, which is Morel, celebrating their 45th anniversary. And of course, later today, we will be giving away a Morel t-shirt to thank them for being part of the show. We have large, we have extra large. So
I
when
think
you're
it's
going
two
to
more.
participate,
Yeah.
make sure you fit into that bracket. I apologize if that's outside of. But if, hey, you know somebody and if you're a larger fellow or a person, we'll say, and you know someone that will fit it and you can stare at them wearing it, by all means, participate along.
I'm trying to gain some weight so I can wear some shirts.
Oh, whatever. That's so sad. All right, so that brings us to the top story of the day, which, okay. So this is kind of one of those things that we're part of. We got invited to. We knew this was going to happen, and that is Kicker Unmasked Live. So back when SEMA decided that it wasn't going to be a thing, and then we knew shortly after, or CES came first. CES came first, and then SEMA followed. We knew that the whole show thing was going to take a crap. We, of course, reached out to a lot of manufacturers and offered our show as an alternative. And then some people, obviously came up with ideas and then were running them past us. We've talked to different manufacturers about what they were going to do. And then, of course, they take credit for them all by themselves, coming up with these brilliant ideas. And we're like, you guys are just fantastic. And so announced this week to the public, and this is one of the first, because most of the time when these manufacturers do things, they are not open to the public. I believe Audio Control, when they were doing their, I like to call their COVID trainings with Matthew Palumbo and Chris Bennett, they did, 41 weeks of live, open to anybody that wanted to watch and partake in them. And so Kicker is politely following suit, and they are doing 3 days of training. The first day is going to be for vendors. The second day is going to be for industry folk. And then the last day, Friday, October 23rd at 5 p.m. Central, which is 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Let's just play along. 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. They are going to be doing a open to the consumers. Everyone can play along and watch and win. So it's a watch and win, which is really cool. They are going to be giving away prizes. So there's 10 booths that they have set up, and between each one of the 10 booths, they're going to, while the camera guys change, they're going to be doing giveaways.
Nice.
So I thought that was pretty cool. So to create now here's the fun part.
Okay.
They're going to be giving away the products that are coming out. The products won't be coming out until probably second or third quarter.
Correct.
So they're introducing us to all the new 2022 line. So you will not be getting your prize until 2022 because the products don't exist.
Don't get like, oh, where's my product? And
yeah, so you're going to, instead of you winning old product, you're going to win new product, but you just have to wait until it comes out. So with the rest of us waiting to actually sell this stuff.
Yeah. And
this is something that is scary for them, and it is for a manufacturer because you still have vintage product. Like, you still have products that are going to be replaced that are still in the warehouse, and you're not going to see this new product for 6 months.
Correct.
And so that whole 6 months, the product you have in the warehouse may suffer for it because there are people that will only buy the current new stuff. And if I don't have new stuff, then, it's, I don't want to buy it.
Well, it's like Paul, everything that comes new was like he orders it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
just give me that.
Well, yeah, there's that, but I mean, ordering new stuff is fine, but new stuff always hinders the sale of old stuff. Like, you don't want the old laptop, you want the new laptop. You don't want a 2020 car, you want a 2021 car.
Right. Yeah.
So, granted, power is power, amps are amps, and things are things. Who knows what they're coming out with? We do, but we can't talk about it.
Yeah. It's like, and this is gonna be nice. So don't forget, guys, to tune.
Well, we'll get back to that. There's more to the story. The story isn't over yet, and that is this right here. What is this? All right, so here's where this gets fun. Naturally, they want to include as many people in this as possible, and they want to have as many people watching. So they're going to do it on their Facebook channel, and they're going to do it on their YouTube channel, simultaneously going on. And so all at the same time, everyone is going to get to watch this. And then, as described by Kip as the Talking Dead, for those of you that were Walking Dead fans, The Talking Dead was an hour-long show they did after you watch, so it was the post-game wrap-up. So if you're into football, you know, let's talk about what we just watched on TV.
Yeah, let's talk about the game again.
Let's talk about the game.
Yeah,
so
I like that.
Us, the two of us, Mr. Derek Williston from Williston Audio Labs, also known as Big D Wiz, and Mr. Robert Hi-Fi Vega, we're all going to get together, along with Kip, I assume, and we're going to talk about the stuff we just saw, answer questions, see what came out. You know, if you watched us the other night, by us I mean everyone but Fernando, on their 12V talk, they kind of guessed what was coming out. Like they gave their wish list of things that they want. Of course, Derek was the one that picked the giant 5-channel amplifier, and I was like, you want a 5-channel amp with 1,600 watts or 1,500 watts on the 5th channel? Okay, yeah, we're dreaming big time.
Hey, man.
So they are also, because this is another thing too we didn't get a chance to talk about, because it is going to start at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. They obviously want to get people in and get their position, so to speak, find your nice seat on the grass, get comfortable, because they just don't want everyone showing up at 6 o'clock, because that's boom, overload. You'll be able to start tuning in at 5 o'clock, and sometimes I think maybe even earlier than that, because they have a pre-game roll that they're going to be playing, where they put together a whole video of setting up, bloopers, because they have a huge video department, and so they have a ton of footage. So they put together a whole video that is going to just roll until the actual show starts, which I thought was pretty cool. And of course, Derek was like, "Dude, you need to just take Dean's field trip." And roll that in there, and I was like, yeah, by all means, go for it. That's not going to happen. But this is a big deal. This is going to be huge for them. They're going to have, I mean, if this works, who only knows? Because they're going to be doing a second one for CES. So they'll be doing another one of these, because they're only going to release a certain amount of product on this one that we get to find out about.
Correct.
And then they'll be releasing even more products in January. It would be nice if we could travel in January, because then we could just go there and do it live. I don't think that's going to happen, because the world still sucks, and it'll probably still stuck in January. But you never know. You never know. It's a fun time.
But this is really cool, that they're gonna able to do something like that.
Yeah.
For customers,
Well, I think it's great. Yeah, you're right. I think it's great that they're going to include consumers.
And that's one of those things, because right now SEMA is doing the 360, but you have to sign up and you have to be part of that. This is cool.
Yeah, and there again, I've lobbied for these manufacturers to open up their doors
to the public. Yeah,
to the public, and I don't mean physically open up their doors. I mean internally. When you rely on the industry, such as us, just to be the disseminator of information, then you're going to have a problem, because we don't always listen, for one, and two, we might not be the best group to spill it out. So when our whole YouTube verse was created, 5-star verse, as it were, the idea behind it was to sidestep us and just go directly to consumers and show them all the cool products, and get them to come back to us and say, hey, we would like this. And for the most part, it's worked.
Yeah.
I have dealers that call me all the time that are like, yeah, this guy walked in and he knew exactly what he wanted. He said, I learned about it on 5-star, and it's like, perfect.
There you go.
So
just won my check. You can send my check to.
Yeah. Fernando Lopez at 2795 U.S. Highway 19 North, Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Gulf Bay. Yeah, okay. And that's the thing. I think it'll be good. I'm excited. I'm excited to be part of it. I thought it was great that they decided to include us. I don't know how any of that's gonna go.
No, we nobody knows, but I think it's gonna be fun. Everybody can chime in from Canada, everyone.
Well, yeah,
so
the whole world can sign
it.
it.
So cool. That's my point.
Yeah.
It's so cool that everybody can be part of it.
Yeah, and of course we'll be talking about it more on all our social networks for the foreseeable future. Just so that you guys don't forget, because I know you could tell me something's going to happen for now and every day for the next 2 weeks, and I will forget. As in what happened last night when we found out who won the second of 3 rounds of the industry awards. So that was announced yesterday. So that now takes us into there's 3 categories for industry awards.
Okay.
You have the top 50, you have the top 12, top 5, and then you have the actual awards being handed out, who won first place, and that'll be in December sometime.
So this is the second phase.
This is the second phase.
Okay.
I carried on to top 12 installer, top 5 trusted tech.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of dealers, a bunch of our friends in the industry did really well.
So now it's just.
Now it's more videos.
Yeah, no, I know, but now it's just industry.
Now it's just
part
industry.
of it.
So the consumer portion of it, which.
Yeah. Thank you guys for voting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Do you have a plan for the giveaway today?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
This is, I don't know if somebody's gonna get it.
Do you want to grab a shirt? Sign.
Yes. Which one? This is
Alright, so this is the shirt here. Got an awesome Morel logo on the front and a big gold 45th anniversary on the back.
That's it.
Alright, so one lucky guy is gonna win this.
So the girl, whoever's gonna win this is the one that's gonna answer the right, of course.
That's usually how it works. Thank you for explaining the rules though.
Right. What was the first speaker the Morel came out?
So you want size or name?
Well, it's basically to tell you right there what size. No, it doesn't have a name.
So you want the size.
It's just
size of the first speaker.
What was the first speaker that Morel came out?
First size.
Yeah.
First size of the first speaker that they ever came out with.
Correct.
All right, so this is another number game. Did you see where Robert Van Hoyt changed his name to the Notorious RV8?
Yeah, I like it. The Notorious. And then the picture is like, ooh.
No, it was not a 4-inch mid.
No.
Good try, though.
That was a good one.
It was not a 6.5.
No, sir.
Not a 6.5. We were playing along. We were having fun. I was not a 6x9, which is funny you should say that because they are so anti 6x9 and it's not even funny.
Correct.
They will. Larry. Did Larry win again?
Larry?
Larry. Yeah.
Let me see where.
Larry, 9-inch mid base with a 3-inch coil. Yep.
Well.
That's correct, Larry.
This is the game, man. So.
All right, so for Larry Elliott is our winner.
Yeah.
He is on point. Good for Larry. Larry, what I need you to do
Larry,
is...
do you work for Morel?
Yeah, no doubt. What I need you to do is send me an email to carstereotalk@yahoo.com with your address and size. That is carstereotalk@yahoo.com, address and size. And I will add that to the list of products I need to ship out. If those of you, just an update, for those of you that are waiting, you've won something in the past and you're waiting, I usually ship out once a month because I have to have Sue go to the post office and do this, and I don't want her to go every week to drop stuff off. Her time is very valuable, and my time in my bed is also very valuable. I do not like sleeping out on the couch, so I do not like angering her going, hey, can you go to the post office for me? So we get everything together at the end of the month, and then we just ship it all out. So, what?
No, he said, just please give it to someone else.
Oh, you don't want to? All right,
Well,
Larry's the guy. All right, so I tell you what, we got to have a winner.
All right, you know why? I'm gonna give it to the guy that said 6x9s.
Oh, just because?
Just because.
All right, you're gonna go with the 6x9 guy.
We're gonna
just
go up
because
to the
that was
6x9.
just so funny.
Because that was so funny.
Okay,
yes.
I'll go with that. I'm down with that. All right, so who said the 6x9?
That's Dave C, the red one right there. 6x9.
Yep, Dave C. All right, Dave C. You can thank Larry. Larry's hooking you up. He doesn't want 2 shirts, so Dave C. There again. carstereotalk@yahoo.com. I need your home address and your size, either large or extra large. That's all we have. So it's large or extra large. Dave C. Thank Larry. Larry is not the white guy people think is funny. Larry's the Morel historian. This guy is on point. Yeah.
Larry's passing along the 45th anniversary.
Thank you, Larry.
So, thank you, Larry.
You're definitely a gentleman and a scholar, and all this stuff will get out to you guys.
You're gonna go to heaven, buddy.
Somebody is, thank God.
Nice job, Larry. Larry! But that's pretty cool, you know. I was reading the story of Morel and everything, and they came up with that 9-inch.
Yeah.
And they just improve. And just carrying along with all this product and everything. So that was pretty neat. So next week I think is the last one we have to
next
do.
Next week will probably be the last one.
So yeah.
So we gotta I gotta find a new sponsor for the show. I don't know if there will be another sponsor for this one.
But we have a lot.
Yeah, we'll come up with something. We'll come up with something to make it entertaining. That's for sure.
What was the question? The question was, what size speaker was the first they make?
Yeah. So
1-inch tweeter.
They do make an exceptional 1-inch tweeter.
Yeah.
That is, yeah. I mean, because like my Morel home speakers, they have a 1-inch dome tweeter, but it's a home driver, so it's funny. It looks like what a tweeter looks like right now. I'm sorry, a loudspeaker. So like the first set of Morel tweeters I had. If you'd see the first Morel tweeter I had, you would think it was a loudspeaker because it was a horn-loaded silk soft dome, which doesn't make any sense in any world whatsoever. But they had 2. They had a double magnet silk soft dome, which just looked like the regular flat panel with a dome, and it was 3.5 inches, but it was 2 or 3 inches deep. Because they're all home audio drivers.
Yep.
You know, just like loudspeakers now are technically just PA speakers or something along professional drivers, as it were, that should be going into boxes that go into stadiums and not doors of cars. Whatever works.
Yep.
They were the same thing. So like Morel, we were just buying the Morel because Morel was a manufacturer, and they would, because back then, you know, if you got a tickle up your butt and wanted to make home audio speakers, you'd buy from people like Morel and Dean, who were very intertwined at the time, and Peerless and Audax and all those companies. Yep. Why'd you raise your hand?
Oh, she say bye.
Oh. All right, guys. Well, that does bring us to a half hour. Thanks so much for spending your morning with us. This is episode 7. We've been doing this now for 7 weeks. It seems to be doing really well. We will keep doing this as long as it seems relevant and you guys are enjoying it. We are having fun. As we know, some weeks it is a struggle to find news, but we always find something, and it is interesting to talk about. We hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Friday.
Go to the kicker real quick.
Go to the kicker. I will go to the kicker. You would like this right here.
There you go,
this is the date and time, Friday, October 23rd. That is 5 p.m. Central Time, so that'll be 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. They're doing it at the end of the day so that you guys will be done with your work, hopefully, unless you're on the West Coast, in which case you'll still be at work. But we know how it is on the West Coast on a Friday. 3 o'clock rolls around and you guys are like, hey man, the East Coast is getting off. We should too. So take a screenshot of this because they're going to release the brand new product. It'll be fun. It's going to be fun. And don't worry, if you forget about it, we will remind you on all our social networks because we have nothing else better to do with our time right now. And that's it. So happy Friday, guys. We will see you again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Eastern Time on the regular 5-star YouTube channel when we get to do Saturday Q&A. It's not a DSP show like last week. We appreciate you guys tuning in last week for the JBL show. This next Saturday, this Saturday coming up is just going to be an hour of Q&A. However, the following Saturday, we are going to do a DSP show. So I think for the next couple weeks, we're going to do like 1 week normal, 1 week DSP, 1 week normal, 1 week DSP.
Yeah,
because we have a lot of DSP stuff to get through. We're going to try to spin it a little bit. We're going to come up with some EQ talk and stuff like that. So we're just not going to do the same boring thing every week. Although, you know, you have to figure out, you can't tune it until you know how to use it. So we have to get you through how to get to the point to where you can actually start playing with the EQ. And hopefully we'll get to play with a DSP. If there's a DSP, now here's a fun thing. If there's a DSP that you would like to see us play with out of the many that we have, by all means, let us know. I know someone asked about the audio dynamics. If you'd like to see that one next week, we have that. We have the Ground Zeros. We still have the Helix, the Audisons. And if there's just one that you absolutely wish we would play with, let us know, and we will, you know, I'll buy it and get it in here, and we'll see what we can do with it. Won't be next week, because I'll have to acquire it, but let us know what you think, and it won't be the date, and I'll tell you that right now. All right, guys, you have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow or later on Instagram.
Bye.
Bye.